Living Well is a Lifestyle blog. And in this blog, we're going to be talking about pruning our citrus, potted citrus, that is, because they're potted and there's are those that are in the ground. But I am in zone 7B 88ish in North Carolina, and it's hard to maintain citrus here because we do get frost, and citrus do not survive the frost. But I did take these inside. I did take these inside, so and I covered them. So I put them on the porch and then I put them under cover. But what I'm going to be doing, because I want them to do well, I want to go ahead before the spring and before they start getting new leaves, I want to go ahead and give them a little bit of a haircut. So this one, as you can see, is one stem. I really want more of a bush variety. Actually, this is a bush variety. Let me see. This is a Meyer lemon bush. So this is a bush variety. It has already bloomed this year, which last year, so that's exciting. I'm gonna take this tag off so I can um, keep it around and so that it's not flying all around before we get started. And so what I'm going to be looking for um, is whether I want this to get taller or whether I want this to get wider. I'm going to be looking for any type of damaged um, stems, and I'm also going to be looking for just trimming it back, um, to where I want it to be. So these leaves are obviously dead. You can see some I will just usually they will have fallen off. They were bruised by the winter, um, the winter frost. So I'm just gonna cut them off. Right. You will need a pair of clippers to do this. So you get yourself a nice pair of clippers. And I can already see new growth coming back underneath these particular leaves. So I'm just gonna take them off and give them a nice good start for the spring. Because like I said, these gave me fruit already, which I was excited. I'm expecting um, plentiful harvest, a plentiful and bounding harvest this year. So I've got 5 citrus plants. No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 citrus because I have a mandarin orange that's in the ground that I managed to keep alive. I'll show y'all that. I'll do a live on that as well at some point because it does not like the frost either, and it died one year, but it also came back. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm going to be showing you some of the little things I'm doing around here so that I can take you with me on the journey, because I am of the belief get the work done and keep it moving, and I know that people are watching, so I want to make sure that I'm being fair to kind of give you all some insight on what I'm doing to maintain. Because I had a question yesterday on my live, and one of the comments was, do you do all of that yourself? Because I have a massive garden. And one of the questions was, do you do all of that? I mean, do you do all of these things yourself? And I actually absolutely do. And absolutely have done all these things to myself, including putting all these trees in, planting them, digging holes, building boxes, everything. I've done it all myself. I covered the entire floor of this garden and the entire floor because I'm 63 and I don't want to deal with weeds. Hey there. I didn't see you all out there. Hi. You like bananas? I have a banana tree too. You saw me on YouTube? Oh, yesterday, right? I think, yeah, somebody asked me that about um, did I do all that myself? And I did. It took a lot of time and a lot of work and a lot of commitment. And I was super committed to the process because I foresaw all that's happening in the world right now. So let's look at this bruised plant. If you can see this, turn it around. This leaf is bruised. So let's, I'm pruning this rose tree right now. But this leaf, this stem, as you can see right here, has been hit by the frost right here. These two, so I'm gonna have to cut them back because we don't want to leave them. We want to give them a healthy haircut and a healthy ability, healthy stems. Okay. So there's one more. I see. Oh no, there's a few more. There's one here. We're gonna take that off right at the node, right there. And yeah, just giving her a nice beginning, right? And we want to also be looking for branches that are coming in towards the plant, towards themselves, any branches that are overlapping. Like this branch here is overlapping. Now, I'm not sure which one. So here's what I'm doing because I don't want them to come inward towards the tree. I want them to go outwards. I'm going to cut it so that I can make sure that they're going outwards. I'm going to cut this one at the, let's see, which one is better for me to cut here. I honestly think it's going to be better for me to cut this one because it's laying on it. It's laying on the branch. So I'm going to cut that. Anything that's coming inward, you want to make sure that because you want your branches to be going outward. You don't want them laying on each other because that's how you can get blight and disease in your plants. So you want like this one's laying on it. So I'm going to cut it at the node right there because it means this is going to come outward. So that's what we want it to do. So I'm going to cut it at that node. And it looks like it's still going to be in the way. So I'm going to cut that all the way back. I'm going to cut that here. I do need a better pair of these. I'm going to cut it there. And let's see, do we have any more inward branches? As long as they're not went by inward, I mean, we don't want them coming into the internal space. We want to keep the airflow going. So we're going to clip this one as well because it's just going to keep growing into that branch right there. So we're going to cut that so that it can just expand outward. That's what we want it to be doing. Let's see if we have any more inward branches. All of these look like they're going outward. I'm going to cut this one down to this node because I want it to grow. Again, I want them to be growing outward, not inward. Wherever there's a bud that's trying to, this one is laying on the branch. So we're going to cut that one back. All right. So that's what we do when we are pruning. We prune with intention so that your bush has the best chance of thriving. And so we're going to cut this bottom ones too because they're going to come internally. Look like they're trying to grow inward as well. This one's growing inward, so I'm going to cut that one off. There's actually, I don't see any disease on this plant. Yeah, it's looking really, really good. I'm going to cut this one right here at this node because I see this branch is it's going to come inward if I don't get rid of that. So there is really a really, really, really good process for pruning your trees back, including those ones you have in the bag. All right. So make sure that you are giving your plants a fair chance to thrive. Looks like this one's going to be growing. This branch is too close together, so I'm going to have to get rid of it. It's too close. It's too close to the other branch, which means that they're going to be rubbing on each other and chance of disease. So that's what we have. This one right here, I'm a little worried about this one too. So I'm going to take her down. I'm going to cut her down. We need the airflow in there, and we need this tree to continue to thrive. for this bush to continue to thrive. These are some techniques that I've been learning on YouTube. So when I learn tips, I also come and share what I'm learning. And I'm not sure. I think it was just a guy I was just watching yesterday, today actually, this morning. Because when I want to do something, I'm going to ask some questions. So I typed in how to prune my citrus tree. And so since I was about to do it, and I have some people over here on my channel, I figured out I don't remember his name, but if I can, when I go back and look in my history, I will refer to him so I can thank him for the video. But he was focusing primarily on these citrus trees. And so that's what we want to do, guys. That's it. That's my pruning of my lemon Meyer Meyer bush. And I am going to be doing this on um, all four of my lemon Meyer uh, bushes, so that they have a great chance of growing. So this one is also going to come internal. So it's got a little burn at the top. So the point is get them cut, make sure they're in good shape for the spring. And how do I know it's alive? It's green. It is very green. Um, yeah, it's going to do well. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for coming in. I'm trying to do some smaller videos of particular tasks so that I'm not doing so much and have such long videos. So there you have it. We have the beautiful lemon Meyer. Let's see what that was. Yep, Meyer lemon. That's what we just did. We just did the Meyer lemon, and this one has already produced for me. This is actually 3 years. I want to say 3 years old. It's actually 3 years old. It fruited last year. And also to be mindful, what I learned from Salt Dog Homestead is that the main branch is not the one that actually gets the fruit. It's the branches that come off of the main stem that grow the fruit. So you have to follow a method for doing that as well. So anyway, there you have it. I have pruned back my lemon Meyer citrus tree. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like this type of content, as I create space for not just homesteading, but preservation, living life, living well, backed by the research, because I'm a researcher. And so I'm always going to look at the science to say, hey, is this right? What should we be doing? Where's the article? Real time, credible information. Because what I realize is that there's so much artificial information out here that and AI is internally in everything, right? But as a scholar, I know how to look up articles, know how to look at journal articles, know how to see whether the information is valid, whether it has internal validity or external validity, or if any of those things are missing, right? Or where did they do this type of research? Like, so is it going to be good for our climate, or it was done in Australia, so that's not going to be good in North Carolina. So those are some of the things that, as a researcher, I have the lens to be able to say, hey, here's an article that said this is a good method, but this was done in a population over in Australia. So there's this gap, right? It has never been done in North Carolina. So for me as a researcher, that is an opportunity for me to try it and still use the same methodology, but look at a different region. So that's how we add value to someone else's research who has already done this work before us, but they didn't include our area you know so that gives me an opportunity to say, okay, i'm going to I'm going to study some people who are doing lemons, qualitative research, or those who are doing lemon Meyer bushes in North Carolina. And I will study them for their success rate, look for different, set up a criteria, all the research stuff, right? And so that's how that goes. But I just want this to be a channel that is credible and that we're getting our information from the right sources. All right. So Listen, if you like this type of information, please like and subscribe. And I hope you like the video. And until next time, bye for now.